Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Adding threads to 3D prints, beyond basic holes, a comprehensive guide. While simply printing a hole and trying to force a screw in works in some cases, it's often weak, inaccurate, and prone to failure. Creating real threads in your 3D prints offers significantly improved strength, durability, and functionality. This tutorial will explore various methods for creating and implementing threads in your 3D prints, focusing on code-based approaches using openscad, along with considerations for materials, printer settings, and post-processing. Why bother with real threads? Increased strength. Threads distribute force evenly across a larger surface area, making the connection much stronger than a simple press fit. Durability. Properly printed threads resist stripping and wear, leading to longer lasting assemblies. Repeatability. Consistent thread profiles ensure that your parts can be easily assembled and disassembled multiple times without degradation. Professional look. Parts with accurate threads appear more refined and demonstrate a higher level of craftsmanship. Adjustability. Threaded connections allow for precise adjustments in alignment or tension. Challenges of 3D printed threads. Resolution limitations. Standard FDM printers have a limited resolution, which can make printing small, intricate threads difficult. Material properties. Some materials are more suitable for threads than others. Brittle materials like PLA may crack easily. Support material. Overhanging threads often require support material, which can be difficult to remove without damaging the threads. Post-processing. Threads may require some cleanup or tapping to ensure proper fit. Methods for creating threads in 3D prints. We'll focus primarily on code-based creation using openscad, as it provides parametric control and precise definition of thread geometry. However, we'll also touch on other methods. 1. openscad, the parametric powerhouse. openscad is a free, open-source software for creating solid 3D CAD objects. It uses a textual description language, allowing you to define your objects with code. This is ideal for creating threads because you can easily parameterize thread size, pitch, and other properties. Understanding thread terminology. Before diving into the code, let's clarify some key terms. Major diameter. The largest diameter of the thread. This is typically the size of the screw or bolt. Minor diameter. The smallest diameter of the thread, at the root. Pitch. The distance between adjacent thread crests. It's the number of threads per inch, TPI, or millimeters, depending on the thread standard, imperial or metric. Thread angle. The angle of the thread flanks, sides. Common angles are 60 degrees, for metric and unified threads, and 29 degrees, for Acme threads. Thread height. The radial distance from the minor diameter to the major diameter, half the difference between the two. Crest. The top, outermost, point of the thread. Root. The bottom, innermost, point of the thread. External thread. A thread on the outside of a cylinder, example a screw. Internal thread. A thread on the inside of a hole, example a nut. Tolerance. The allowance for variations in manufacturing. Adding tolerance is critical for 3D printed threads to ensure proper fit. openscad code for creating external threads, screw. Explanation. Parameters. The code starts by defining parameters that control the dimensions of the thread. Adjust these parameters to create threads of different sizes and pitches. The tolerance parameter is particularly important. A larger tolerance value will result in looser threads, which are easier to print but may be weaker. Start with a small tolerance, example 0.1 to 0.2 mm, and increase it if your printer struggles to print the threads cleanly. Thread _profile module *. This module defines the shape of a single thread profile. It creates a triangle-like shape using the polygon function. The angle parameter controls the thread angle, and height adjusts the thread height. External _thread module *. This is the core module that generates the external thread. It uses rotate _extrude to rotate the thread profile around the z-axis, creating a helical thread. Rotate _extrude *. This function takes a 2D shape and rotates it around an axis to create a 3D object. Translate *. This function moves the thread profile away from the origin to define the major diameter of the thread. Convexity *. This parameter controls the number of faces used to approximate curves. Increase it for smoother surfaces, at the cost of increased rendering time. $FN*. This special variable controls the number of segments used to approximate circles. A higher value results in smoother circles but increases rendering time. Main object *. The main part of the code creates the cylinder that will hold the threads, then subtracts the threaded part from it using the difference function. This is the most common way to cut threads from an existing object. Optional head *. This part adds a cylindrical head to the screw shape, making it a complete screw. See openscad code for creating internal threads, nut. Explanation of internal threads *. The code structure is similar to the external thread code, but with a few key differences. Internal _thread module *. This module creates the internal thread. The translate function now moves the thread profile inwards from the minor diameter. Main object *. Here, we start with a solid cylinder representing the nut. We then subtract a cylinder representing the inner diameter of the thread to create the hole. Finally, we add, using union implicitly, the internal thread itself. The cylinder of minor diameter is set to a very high value, in order to carve out the excess material, and allow for the threading to generate correctly. This method is similar to external threading, and results in more correct geometry. Tolerance *. Again, the tolerance parameter is crucial. For internal threads, you'll likely need to increase the minor diameter by the tolerance value to create a slightly larger hole, allowing the screw to fit properly. Decombining external and internal threads *. To test your threads, you can combine the external and internal thread code into a single openscad file. This will create both the screw and the nut in the same scene, allowing you to visually inspect their fit. You can adjust the translate values to position them relative to each other. You can verify the threading is correct by rendering and visually inspecting the intersection between the male and female thread. Customizing the threads *. Thread standards *. The code above uses generic calculations for thread height and angles. For specific thread standards, example metric, unified, Acme, you'll need to consult the relevant standards documentation for precise values. Acme threads Acme threads have a trapezoidal profile and are commonly used for lead screws. You'll need to modify the thread _profile module to create a trapezoidal shape instead of a triangular one. The thread angle for Acme threads is typically 29 degrees. Multiple start threads Multiple start threads have multiple helical threads running parallel to each other. This results in faster linear movement per rotation. You can create multiple start threads by rotating the thread profile by 360/number_of_starts degrees after each thread is generated. This usually requires more advanced code using loops. Tapered threads. Tapered threads, like those used in pipe fittings, require a varying diameter along the thread length. This is considerably more complex and often requires iterative adjustments to the code. Improving thread printability. Thread relief. Adding a small chamfer or fillet at the start and end of the threaded section can improve printability and prevent the thread from being cut off abruptly. Dog point. For external threads, a dog point, a small, unthreaded section at the tip, can help with alignment and prevent the screw from damaging the first few threads on the nut. Print orientation. Orient your print to minimize the overhang of the threads. For external threads, printing vertically with the threads pointing upwards is often the best option. For internal threads, orienting the print so the threads are horizontal can reduce the need for supports inside the thread. Support structures. When supports are necessary, choose support settings that are easy to remove without damaging the threads. Consider using soluble support material if your printer supports it. 2. Tapping threads after printing. This method involves printing a hole slightly smaller than the tap drill size for the desired thread size and then using a tap to cut the threads into the plastic. Advantages. Creates strong, accurate threads. Works well with materials that are difficult to print with threads. Disadvantages. Requires manual post-processing. Can be time-consuming. May not be suitable for very small or complex threads. How to tap threads. 1. Design the hole. Design your model with a hole suitable for tapping. Consult a tap drill chart to determine the correct hole size for the thread you want to create. The hole diameter should be slightly smaller than the minor diameter of the thread. 2. Print the part. Print the part with the hole. Ensure the hole is clean and free of any support material. 3. Tapping. Use a tap wrench to hold the tap securely. Start the tap by applying gentle downward pressure and rotating it clockwise. As you tap, periodically back off the tap to break the chips and prevent it from binding. Lubricate the tap with a suitable cutting fluid or oil. Continue tapping until the desired thread depth is reached. Remove the tap by rotating it counterclockwise. 4. Clean up. Clean the threads with a brush or compressed air to remove any debris. 3. Using threaded inserts. Threaded inserts are metal fasteners that are inserted into a hole in a 3D printed part, providing a strong, durable, and repeatable threaded connection. There are various types of inserts, including heat-set inserts, ultrasonic inserts, and self-tapping inserts. Advantages. Creates very strong and durable threads. Allows you to use metal threads in plastic parts. Provides excellent resistance to wear and stripping. Disadvantages. Requires purchasing inserts. Adds extra steps to the assembly process. May require specialized tools for installation. Types of threaded inserts. Heat-set inserts. These inserts have knurled or barbed exteriors and are installed by heating them with a soldering iron and pressing them into a hole in the plastic. The heat softens the plastic, allowing the insert to be embedded securely. This is the most common type of insert for 3D printing. Ultrasonic inserts. These inserts are installed using ultrasonic vibrations, which melt the plastic around the insert, creating a strong bond. This method is faster than heat setting but requires specialized equipment. Asterisk self-tapping inserts. Asterisk these inserts have cutting threads that allow them to be screwed directly into a hole in the plastic. They don't require preheating or ultrasonic vibrations. However, they may not be as strong as heat set or ultrasonic inserts. B. Designing for threaded inserts. Asterisk 1. Select the insert. Asterisk choose the appropriate type and size of insert for your application. 2. Consult the manufacturer's specifications. Asterisk refer to the insert manufacturer's data sheet for recommended hole size and installation instructions. 3. Design the hole. Asterisk design the hole in your model to the specified dimensions. Pay close attention to the hole diameter and depth. For heat set inserts, the hole diameter is typically slightly smaller than the insert's outer diameter. 4. Print the part. Asterisk print the part with the hole. Ensure the hole is clean and free of any support material. See installing threaded inserts. Asterisk heat set inserts. Asterisk heat the insert with a soldering iron. Asterisk carefully align the insert with the hole. Asterisk press the insert into the hole until it is flush with the surface. Asterisk allow the plastic to cool before using the threads. 4. Mesh Mixer threading tool. Asterisk Mesh Mixer is a free 3D modeling software that includes a built-in threading tool. This tool allows you to quickly add threads to existing models without writing any code. Asterisk advantages. Asterisk easy to use. Asterisk no coding required. Asterisk can add threads to existing models. Asterisk disadvantages. Asterisk less precise than openscad. Asterisk limited control over thread parameters. Asterisk may not be suitable for complex or customized threads. A. Using the Mesh Mixer threading tool. Asterisk 1. Import your model. Asterisk open your model in Mesh Mixer. 2. Select Edit Make Pattern. Asterisk this opens the Pattern tool. 3. Choose threads from the Pattern Type drop-down. 4. Adjust thread parameters. Asterisk the tool provides options to adjust the thread size, pitch, and length. 5. Position the threads. Asterisk use the gizmo to position the threads on your model. 6. Click Accept. Asterisk Mesh Mixer will generate the threads on your model. Materials for 3D printed threads. Asterisk ABS. ABS is a good choice for threads because it is strong and durable. It also has good resistance to wear and impact. ABS requires a heated bed for printing. PETG. PETG is another excellent option for threads. It is strong, flexible, and has good layer adhesion. PETG is also easier to print than ABS. Nylon. Nylon is a very strong and durable material that is well suited for threads. It has excellent resistance to wear and chemicals. However, nylon is more challenging to print than ABS or PETG and requires high printing temperatures and good bed adhesion. PLA. PLA is a biodegradable material that is easy to print. However, it is brittle and prone to cracking, making it less suitable for threads that will be subjected to high stress or repeated use. It can be used for non-critical thread applications. Printer settings for 3D printed threads. Resolution. Use a fine layer height, example 0.1 to 0.2 mm, to improve the resolution of the threads. Print speed. Reduce the print speed to allow for more accurate thread formation. Temperature. Adjust the printing temperature according to the material manufacturer's recommendations. Ensure the temperature is high enough to ensure good layer adhesion, but not so high that it causes warping or stringing. Cooling. Use appropriate cooling settings for the material. ABS typically requires minimal cooling, while PLA benefits from more aggressive cooling. Asterisk support material. Asterisk use support material to support overhanging threads. Choose support settings that are easy to remove without damaging the threads. Asterisk infill. Asterisk increase the infill density to improve the strength of the threaded section. A higher infill density will also help to prevent the threads from collapsing during printing. Post-processing. Asterisk cleaning. Remove any support material or debris from the threads. Chasing. Use a thread chaser to clean up and refine the threads. A thread chaser is a specialized tool that is designed to remove imperfections and ensure proper thread fit. Tapping. If necessary, tap the threads to ensure a clean and accurate fit. Even if you design threads, running a tap through them can clean up any minor imperfections. Lubrication. Apply a small amount of lubricant to the threads to reduce friction and prevent wear. Conclusion. Adding functional threads to 3D prints significantly expands the possibilities of 3D printing. By understanding the principles of thread design, utilizing code-based creation tools like openscad, and carefully considering materials and printer settings, you can create strong, durable, and accurate threaded connections for your 3D printed projects. Remember to experiment with different tolerances and post-processing techniques to achieve the best results for your specific printer and materials. Good luck.